Okay, we're gonna try to make this recording really quick. It's kind of late in this internet, and something creepy just happened in here. People come in here, they harass, and it's just not correct. Like basically what happened at the other internet almost the other day we told you about, and so now you see that, okay? That album, I remember when my family members kept coming to try to help me remember, because I'd been kidnapped, had a memory, and dropped off, and the kidnappers tried to actually punch a hole in my brain when they tried to finish me off, so I couldn't tell what happened during the time that the trackers couldn't see me. I remember my family members coming, they were crying, and they were trying to make me remember, and they asked me about the album, put it in my face, all right? I didn't remember any of those things. They asked me about, because the kidnappers had tried to kill me, and they gave me drugs too. And so everybody knows all that. And I saw my family members crying, and they were trying to shock me into memory, but I still can remember anything. The album, they were sending out subliminal messages. These people do those things, and they're also sending out coded messages to cause killings. They're a group that worked for the American government, and they were hired to kill world leaders. And they were also creepy Nazi-type people. They were actually Nazis, they weren't Jews. And we had some investigators that went inside, because our family members were murdered. You see what I'm saying? And they were murdered. Two of the people were actually Jewish, and they were killed, trying to help us bust the group. They killed our family members. We're Jewish. They killed our family members. And so I just want to tell you that too. And they made that, that's why you know that they made that album. The album was about trying to kill us all, and trying to kill our royal family, and trying to keep us from being. They're Nazis, those people. You know how the Nazis stole people's names, like Albrecht took the name Albrecht of a royal family that the Nazis had killed, and then he was busted. Okay, and he was actually he stole their money and became Trader Joe's, Acme, and Aldi. He came after us too, and so that's how we caught him. He chased us with little kids, and so we just go after the people that tried to hurt us all and tried to take our things, and they were trying to keep us from being. Actually, the Nazis were trying to kill us all off, and they were going to try to beat us. There's all these weirdos coming trying to say that they're me. You know, they would have tried to push it more. They actually tried to kidnap my husband, my beloved Shavit, and I, and do experiments on us. We have the Asian fingerprints, and there's only two of us like that, and we're in the same family, and we're first cousins, and we're husband and wife. Well, God would have made two of us. And we're royal, and we didn't lie about anything about us, right, or about our family. That's just, I think we have the most beautiful family in the universe, okay. And so, and I'm blessed by God, all right. And so this is what happened with that album, and it's not nice at all, and I wouldn't listen to it, but they tried to get me to listen to it, and it's actually about killing us all, if they could. The bad people that are not Jewish trying to take over things, trying to take over things. That's a Nazi thing. That's why they were pulled off the they weren't allowed to do anything anymore, because they actually were busted. And I guess they really probably came after us even more. I mean, look at the original name of the group, okay? But it was just like the Nazis still tried. It was part of their final solution. So I just want to tell you that too. Now you see the ringtone in there. You see the Asian face. My voice was really quite high when I was a little girl, and the recording was done in Israel. I own a lot of things. I'm a royal. That's my husband. My husband Shavit. We own a record company. Because we're little kids. Our cousin Colby, Nasik Colby, he's the major owner, and he's also best for music. And his wife was Miri, Nasika Miri, and she was murdered. Okay, Bedford Turtles, she's a violinist, a Persian violinist, and so we just want to tell you that. So we're in a lot of those songs too, and you could tell my husband trying to strain his voice to be deep, but you know his voice kind of changed early. They cut him down like Froggy. So I'm talking to you now because I wanted to tell you these things. And so the internet. Also, my voice, my throat kind of hurts. They kind of did something to water. They tried to, but they couldn't. God said if they could get a chance, they would. My voice is kind of, my throat is kind of sore, okay? Plus I scream at the people because they harass all the time. So I kind of like want to show the ringtone, because my voice is a little bit different now, because I was like a first soprano, as a little girl. My voice is really high. So I want to show you this really me. And there was another person that came and recorded, and when they heard my voice, they said, "Ooh, she can sing." And everybody said, she's not to be a singer, she's I'm the queen, and I'm a royal, and basically the bottom line. And so my voice is being recorded in the museum. So I'm going to do a little bit of a thing. Let's see if we do it. Do you hear me when I'm hoarse, okay, so I can't. They hurt my voice yesterday, I think. I'm going to try. Do you hear me when I say? But I'm really voiced. I'm really hoarse, alright? It really is my voice. But that is an alteration of my voice. And I just wanted to show that I really get nervous when I sing in front of people on a recorder. But that is me, because I do a little bit of singing for you. So you can try it again. And check the time on this video. Because everybody wants to check my voice. They had to record my voice. Simeon, he was shot in the throat. Nasik Agado Simeon, Simeon Rothschild, because they didn't want him to sing anymore. And so I can't sing at all. So they can go in the voice if they want. But I checked it. It's like bile came out of my throat. And my throat is sore. After I drank that water, but God said there's nothing wrong with the water. So, but they would try to poison me. But wanted to try this again, so I'm telling you, my throat hurts. Now we're going to try it again. Let's see. The recording's going to go out. I'm going to stop this and record this, right?